All right, welcome back to Allendale, Michigan. Game 2 of our GLIAC doubleheader coming up on the Grand Valley Sports Network tonight. Tom Cleary back with you following the win in Game 1 for the Grand Valley women against Northwood, 71-47. 28 points in that game for Kayla Dawson of Grand Valley to help the Lakers to their 14th win of the year. Should be a good one here as Jeff Reckaway brings his club in with a record of 10-7, 6-5 in league play. A pretty decent team, and of course they've got one of the spectacular performers in Division II basketball this year, and Maurice Jones, who is going to lead the charge tonight at 5 feet 7 inches tall. 5 foot 7 inch Maurice Jones, the former Southern Cal player, who trots out right now. And he will put on a show here tonight, averaging about 22 points a game, I think it was, when I looked at the stat sheet. A guy who's economical. He won't just gun it up all night long. It's not like you're watching Allen Iverson. Floor man, passer. He'll put some defense on the man he's playing. And just a terrific all-around talent. Really one of the great high school players in Michigan State high school basketball history. Concluding his career at Northwood against Rick Wesley and the Lakers here tonight in Allendale. Grand Valley has had a pretty full head of steam coming into this one. The Lakers have moved up to a tie for second. It's a logjam in the North Division. They're a game behind Saginaw. But Ferris, Lake State, Hillsdale, all in there. Northwood just a little bit behind. So all those teams that I just mentioned still with a very good shot at qualifying for postseason play. The South Division lags a bit. Ashland and Findlay are both 7-3. And Walsh is 6-4, but 5 teams in the South, including Lake Erie, Tiffin, Ohio Dominican, Wayne State, and Malone, all below 500 in league action. Aaron Hayes, the first man out, the senior from Detroit. 6'1" guard, extremely athletic, great leaper, and if he gets loose on a breakaway tonight, he might bring the house down. He's just got some fierce jumps. Zach West, the freshman player from Oswego, Illinois, starts along with Luke Reiskamp on a wing for Grand Valley. And then up front for the Lakers, Chaz Rollins. And the final Laker starter, the senior, the transfer from Quincy, third year of basketball now for Grand Valley. It's Ricardo Carbajal wearing 32 in white tonight for the home side. So 2 teams that are above the 500 mark, both in league and non-conference play, and overall play, I should say. Grand Valley and Northwood going at it tonight. It's international night here in Allendale. We've got a good crowd on hand. As you look across and see the stands nearly filled on the bench side. A lot of young people here tonight as well, taking part in campus visits this weekend here at Grand Valley. So Northwood comes out. P.J. Weaver starts up front, along with Dylan Langcable. Casey Boyle is the big man who started all 17 games in the backcourt. Nick Spitzley. And the team captain, Maurice Jones, the guy they call simply Mojo. And I'll tell you what, he's got it more often than not. It's going to be fun watching him tonight. Lakers on the opening possession. A good catch there by Chaz Rollins on a high ball at the top of the key. Here's Hayes, guarded by Jones. We're talking about a couple of guys that can really pick him up and put him down. Carbajal trying to fight through a double team. Ricky all the way down, little jump hook. Left it shy, pulled out of there by Casey Boyle. Boyle, a 6'9" senior from Grace Lake, Illinois, has started 17 games. 25 is Langcable, and he lost it. Now Grand Valley has it again. As we go through the first 30, neither team getting a score in their initial possessions. Carbajal, West, Luke Reiskamp, a slasher. Good matchup here. Got tipped from behind, and here comes Mojo on it. looking to go. Mojo drops it down, beautifully done. Great recognition. And P.J. Weaver gets the first bucket on that little no-look over-the-shoulder dump by Maurice Jones. Northwood settles into a kind of a 1-2-2 zone. Hayes, not a great confident shooter. West is, however, from three. That spins out. Grand Valley's got people chasing after it. And here comes Mojo in the open court again. Nice flip across to Spitzley. Sophomore from Pewamo, Michigan, not too far from Lansing. That was a walk. Ball got down into the spokes of Dylan Langcable. Grand Valley scoreless through the first 90 seconds. Third chance here for the Lakers to get into the book. Rollins, Carbajal. Thought he was pushed, just ran out of real estate there. Weaver took it away. Here comes Jones. Oh, what a great move. Mojo tops out from the head of the key. He just sent Luke Reiskamp almost into the stands with that stop-and-go dribble. 4-0 Northwood. Hayes, Reiskamp, West, now Carbajal. Now inside to Rollins, better from Grand Valley. Shot doesn't go, and I got to give Boyle some credit there. He held his ground. Rollins thought he was fouled. Rick Leslie wants his team to start better here, and that is a push by Dylan Langcable, who lunged into his man. Kind of a wipeout. Jeff Reckaway didn't like that one, but I thought it was a good call. Hayes now. Can't get around Jones. Reiskamp. Carbajal, two-man game. Ricky pops from 10, hits it on the baseline. Good delivery there by Reiskamp. Carbajal, first bucket of the ball game for the Lakers. It's 4-2 Northwood. And now what do we have here? A foul inside Rollins, maybe? Now they're going to say Aaron Hayes. The officials tonight, Kevin Koiker, pretty good baller in his day from Granville, Michigan. Chad Palmer and Scott Seville. Weaver from beyond the arc line drives one up. Oh boy, that was weird. Almost looked like that ball hit a tack, deflated on the rim, and then dropped through. Weaver with 3, 7-2. 5 points for P.J. Weaver. Aaron Hayes looking to get into the lane, jacks it up. Rollins got pushed by Weaver from behind. Great attacking the rim by Chaz Rollins on the offensive glass, drawing the foul from Weaver. Weaver now, I believe they said that's his second foul. Maybe just the team's second foul. I think that's more accurate. Hayes, Jones got rid of him. And that's a block, says Kevin Koiker. Jeff Ruckaway didn't like it. One of the big guys down deep. Weaver's the guy that I think picks up his second foul in about 30 seconds, and that will necessitate the entrance of Brad Schaub into the contest. Schaub, sophomore from Marlette. Rollins looking to go all the way down. Boyle bothered it a little bit. Schaub a rebound, and here he comes. Look out, it's Maurice Jones. Spitzley got doubled. That's a nice move down by Schaub. Missed the shot. Ricky Carbajal collects for Grand Valley. Hayes got bumped. What are they going to call here? I think Mojo is the one that got him. One-on-one. Foul on Northwood's number 1. And Maurice Jones says, hey, he's throwing that elbow out there, ref. Maurice Jones is about as cool as it comes on the basketball court. He looks like he's trying hard to stay awake, but when he gets the ball, it's magic. Great player at Saginaw Arthur Hill. Had some great battles against some of the great players in Michigan high school basketball. That's Reiskamp who guns it up from beyond the line. Nice free release there from Reiskamp, his first score of the game. 7-5 Northwood. 4 minutes gone in the first half. That's going to be what? I think they're going to call Grand Valley for a foul. I thought it might be an illegal screen, but they're going to get instead Justin Greason, who had just snuck in there for Rollins.
Number 1, Aaron Hayes.
Well, now they say Hayes.
Fouls go 11, Zach West.
Yeah, oh, Zach West. Okay, there we go. Aaron Hayes is nowhere near any of that. The foul's going to go against Zach West. Ricecamp pulls off a tough rebound. Here comes Aaron Hayes on the run. Aaron from about 14 left it a little bit shy. Greason, nice work, but you got to be stronger than that. Jones looking to go. Cut off by West, didn't buy it. Good job, Zach West. Langcable, and now Spitzley from the head of the key. Line drives one up and home. Nick Spitzley, first bucket of the ball game. 9-5, nearly 5 minutes in. 4-point lead. Kapuska will get on for Grand Valley. Hayes going to go for 3. High arching jumper there. Aaron Hayes is on the sheet. 9-8 ball game. Well, man-to-man, Maurice Jones probably doesn't have the size and strength to compete down close to the basket. So they'll protect him in a zone look a little bit. That's why Hayes has gotten a couple of open looks here. Here's Mojo with the basketball right now. Looking to cross over. He draws people to him, and then he creates a wide open triple that goes for Brad Schaub. 3 for Brad, 12-8 Northwood. 5.5 gone in the first half. T-Wolves on top. It's Zach West. Now Carbajal. Hayes. Ricecamp. Hayes again. Had Greason inside. Greason's got to present himself. He's got to be strong. That's West. Flung it up for 3 and knocked it down. Lakers with 3 triples in this contest. All their goals have been 3-point baskets. 12-11 Northwood. 6 minutes gone. Maurice Jones. Langcable, the lob. Couldn't get the delivery quite right that time. With the little man, they're lobbing to the little guy. You got to love it. Had to check the score sheet twice. I couldn't believe it was Maurice Jones down there on the other end of that alley-oop. Greason, West, why not? Not this time, though. 3 Timberwolves there to pull it down. Here comes Mojo again. He'll shoot from the hash mark. Oh, it's a great head and shoulders move there. Good little runner, will not go for Langcable. 6 guys at the table right now waiting to get in. Hayes pulls up, gets the runner. Aaron Hayes gives Grand Valley its first lead of the game at 13-12. These two teams obviously feeling each other out a little bit right now. This game hasn't gone to boil just yet, although Grand Valley is shooting it pretty well from out court. Jones, Langcable. Mojo had that one taken out of his hands by Boyle. Back cut there, looked like a travel to me. Instead, it's just a turnover of the Garden variety. And here comes Aaron Hayes. Carbajal looking to go. Oh, had the wrong kind of spin on that one. Didn't expect to be shooting it. Did Ricky Carbajal. Here's Mojo in the corner. Great look there. Flat jumper will not go, and Maurice Jones ends up with it. Gets it right back to Schaub, who missed the original shot, and then he draws the foul. And that will bring us to a media timeout. It's 13-12 Grand Valley. 12:20 to go in the first half here tonight on the Grand Valley Sports Network.
All right, fans, as part of tonight's international night, the GVSU women's basketball team wore special uniforms with the word Lakers translated in different languages from around the world on the back. As a special treat, these jerseys were given to the GVSU international students that called those countries home following the game. If you please turn your attention to the floor, we're going to give a big round of applause for our women's basketball team and our great group of international students. Thank you for choosing GVSU, and thank you for all you do to make our campus such a special place.
Well, you can probably hear a little bit of what's happening right now. The Lakers wore jerseys that had Lakers in different languages. In game one, it was really pretty interesting to see. I think a total of 14 or 15 different players in uniform tonight for Grand Valley. And some of the languages were you almost couldn't believe where they've had these kids from. And they are all students that are from those countries that are receiving these jerseys as gifts tonight from Grand Valley on International Night. So somebody's going to go home to some country in South America or Europe at the end of the year and say, look what I've got. A game-worn jersey. Timberwolves with it right now at 13-12. 12:20 left to go in the first half here tonight. Men's game on the Grand Valley Sports Network. Cross court to Mojo. He's got it again. Maurice Jones from Saginaw Arthur Hill. I tell you, he's about as cool and collected as it gets. Played 2 years at Southern Cal. Got it in the corner right now. Had that ball deflected. Oh, that's great work by Grand Valley. What a super play that was by Trevin Alexander. Touched that ball off the defender out of bounds to Grand Valley. Kapuska now. At 5'9", towering over Maurice Jones. Here's Zach West. Rice-Camp, nice ball inside. Can't finish, though. Can the Grand Valley player Chaz Rollins. And here comes Maurice Jones going on Kapuska. Kapuska bumped him. Grand Valley thought that Maurice Jones had hooked Kapuska with his free arm. Don't know that we'll get another look at that one on the video board. I don't think so. Well, you'd love to see Maurice Jones playing against a team that would play him man-to-man all night. It'd be something to see if you got the track meet going with a guy like him out there. Grand Valley obviously zoning off the inbounds play. New man that's in there right now, taking that shot and not getting it down, but very nearly doing so is Jermaine Myers. And now a takeaway. Zach Allred in the game. He's the one that got it. Here's Mojo. Second shot attempt is wide left. And that's rebounded by Trevin Alexander. Kapuska, Alexander Rollins, Rice-Camp, Zach West. Got a couple of shooters out there right now for Grand Valley. Here's Rollins. Oh, nice move by Rollins. And he got bodied up there by the Northwood player, Matt Crowell.
Typical foul goes on 44. Matt Crowell, first personal. Team fifth. The line shooting 2 for the Lakers. 25. Chaz Rollins.
Two-shot foul here for Grand Valley. Chaz Rollins at the stripe. We have been stuck on this score for a couple of minutes now. 13-12 Grand Valley. Nearing the halfway point of half number one. And not real pretty on that attempt as we get the Grand Valley freshman Deshaun Lewis into the contest for the first time. Kind of a smooth player. We've seen him do well in a couple of games this year offensively. And nothing for two for Chaz at the stripe. That trip down as Carbajal gets set to make his return. Jones, lob, backdoor. What do we have? A travel, says Kevin Koiker. Boy, it was just a delicate toss up there by Mojo. Got it right on the money, but I'm not sure what happened to Crowell there. I think he might have got his feet crossed up a little bit or just didn't get a good landing there. Traveled when he tried to move back into shooting position. Kapuska now, man-to-man against Mojo. Mojo reached in, almost got his hand into the cookie jar. A little crazy runner there. Not much of a shot that time by Grand Valley's Deshaun Lewis. Myers inside. Little lefty afterthought shot by Matt Crowell. 2 points for him. It's 14-13 in favor of Northwood. Grand Valley with Carbajal on the baseline. Not shy is this guy. Deshaun Lewis, it's his first bucket. I believe that's the first, maybe the second 2-point bucket of the ball game for Grand Valley. I think Carbajal had one earlier. Takeaway for Grand Valley. Breakout here. Oh, nice reach in by the Northwood player to get the tie up. It was Brad Shaw that made it happen. Possession to Northwood. I believe. And that takes us to immediate timeout with 9:23 left to play in the first half. Tight one here tonight. Neither team has found its rhythm just yet. It's Grand Valley 15, Northwood 14 here on the Grand Valley Sports Network.
The Amazon is 1 for 1. All right, what is the smallest ocean? What? I don't know what you're saying. You're not saying the Arctic, though. That's the right answer. So, which country is the home of the Great Barrier Reef? Australia, 2 for 3. All right, which fruit is the most popular and most consumed in the world? Apple, no. What is the largest country in South America? Brazil, you got it all. 3 for 3. Ronnie, in the nick of time, you win a gift card to Meyer. Make sure you enjoy simple savings with M-Perks, digital coupons, and rewards. Choose your own savings from hundreds of offers each week. Just click your digital coupon and redeem the savings at your Meyer store. Go to mperks.meyer.com to sign up. It's fast, it's easy, it's free.
After the timeout, we are about set to get back at it here. 9:23 left to go after the held ball. Northwood gets it. Grand Valley returns with West Kapuska, the freshman Deshaun Lewis, Carbajal, and Justin Greason, another freshman out there right now for the Lakers. Grand Valley has played 4 freshmen a lot this year. And I think we're going to see Miles Miller, who's played better lately. And I thought with Maurice Jones in the game here tonight, we might see more of him, but Jones has actually gone out right now. Inside it comes. It's going to be a foul against Deshaun Lewis of Grand Valley. Well, actually they say Kapuska was the one that got the foul there. I thought Lewis was the man that was going head-to-head with the Northwood player who misses the shot. And that's Casey Boyle, who has not yet scored in this one. Miles Miller is out there right now. Kapuska goes out. West goes out. Aaron Hayes back in. And Boyle is finally in the book here tonight. Now Northwood comes with some full court pressure. They're going to have Myers back there guarding against Hayes. Sean Lewis is going to walk it across. Grand Valley, though, does take a little bit of time getting into its set. Here's Lewis. Carbajal all the way down. Carbajal off glass. Tip. Nicely done, Justin Greason. Good bucket by the freshman there. Following up with the left hand. Grand Valley up by a deuce. It's been a tight one. Northwood had a lead early. Grand Valley has not been able to get any separation at all when it's been playing with the lead. That curling jump shot will not go from Langcable for 3. Not the best attempt for Jeff Reckaway's team. Here's Hayes. Spinning. Hayes got grabbed. Not much of a shot attempt, but he was nearly pulled over by Jermaine Myers, and Aaron Hayes will shoot a couple. Well, Grand Valley's been putrid from the line so far in this one. That's the first free throw out of 4 to go for the Lakers. Hayes with 6. And there have been more misses than makes for these two teams from the stripe thus far in this one. We have played just over 12 minutes. Grand Valley on top, 18-15. First half action tonight from the Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference on the Grand Valley Sports Network. Kroll, that ball was tipped by Hayes, couldn't control. Jarrell Wooldridge gets it off to Langcable, who glassed it from 3. Here comes Deshawn, flies it up with the right hand, can't get the roll. Lewis has been forcing the action, and now Langcable comes, drives, and scores. First basket for Langcable. 7 guys have scored for Northwood, and they still only have 17 points. Miles Miller wide left on that one. Not a good release there. Ricecamp's going to check back in along with Jones for Northwood. I think it's Chaz Rollins going to come back on as well. That's a tough shot that's partially blocked from Langcable. Nice drop inside. Kroll can't finish. And now the Lakers are going to start out with Greason. Reckaway can't believe it. The former Nebraska player, now in his 5th year at Northwood, looking on as his team fails to convert from in close. Greason all the way down, left hand no. Carbajal strong on the rebound. Oh, and he threw it right into the hands of Jermaine Myers. And then Northwood throws it away. So good recovery by Miller and Hayes. Grand Valley gets 3 new guys on. Carbajal's going to come out. Let's see who the Lakers have. Hayes, Ricecamp, Miller, Chaz Rollins, and Trevin Alexander's back in. Zach Allred back on with Maurice Jones, Schaub, Boyle, and who else do they have out there? Wooldridge? Jermaine Myers, actually. Miles Miller, guarded by Jones. Miller looking to go on Jones, floats it, can't get it, and over the top. That's just a bodacious body tackle by Chaz Rollins. That will send the action back toward the other end. Little question at the bench here whether or not it's a 1-and-1. They put the foul up very quickly. The referee looked up, saw 6, thought that was the 7th, but in fact it was just the 6th. So common foul, both teams now with 6, both teams in the bonus here for the remainder of the first half. It's been kind of a calm before the storm type of contest. Neither team has really gotten on its best stuff just yet. Northwood had a slightly better start. Grand Valley has picked it up since then, but the Lakers have not really kicked it into full gear. There's a takeaway here by Aaron Hayes on the baseline. Zach Allred tried to dish it inside, had it knocked away. Here's Hayes now. Hayes has got Miller. That's a walk. Miller can't believe it. But he had both wheels moving before the ball hit the deck. Grand Valley gets West back on. Miller's going to come out. Jermaine Myers and Jones in the backcourt, playing a little hot potato with the basketball right now. Allred is on a wing. Boyle and Schaub. And it's Schaub who has it between the circles. Shot clock at 10 for Mojo. Oh, he wanted to send it up. Oh, what a pass on the baseline that was. And they're going to call a foul, a 2-shot foul. Just a brilliant delivery. And just kind of a nonchalant flick by Maurice Jones. Going to the free throw line will be Zach Allred to shoot a couple here. Maurice Jones is just so good on the ball that it almost seems like it's impossible to get his attention. He just does what he wants to do with the basketball. Boy, have seen some bad free throw shooting in this one. In the first game, Grand Valley shot beautifully from the stripe. And neither of these two teams have distinguished themselves. Allred better the second time. First point for him. He goes out. Spitzley's back on. Nick Spitzley, the sophomore guard. It's kind of a guard-heavy team here for Northwood. They've got at least 3 guards in there right now, and then another guy, Schaub, who could play on the wing, might also be considered more of a backcourt type. Rice-Camp, Alexander, Carbajal. You got to keep that ball away from Mojo, and that's a 3. And Trevin Alexander, with his first goal of the game, Grand Valley has had some threes in this contest. They've had almost as many threes as they've had twos. I think that's the 4th 3 for Grand Valley here in the first half. Myers, Spitzley against pressure, nice. Spitzley with 5 now. It's 21-21 with 4:14 left in the half. Very cautiously played first half for these two teams. This is a game Grand Valley cannot afford to let get away. Carbajal looking to back on Boyle. Little fall away for Ricky. Oh, that's going to come right into the hands of Trevin Alexander, who can't put it down. Oh. Kevin Quaker says Alexander touched it last. And we'll get a timeout with 3:52 remaining. We're tied at 21 here tonight in men's GLIAC basketball action from Grand Valley.
The trick is they are wearing donuts. All right, donuts. On your mark, get set, go! It is a tight race so far. It looks like we got Derek in the lead. Can Derek make the bucket, though? From a half-court shot. Oh, nobody gets one. Second chance points. Oh, and he gets it. Derek, congratulations. You just won a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts. Hey, fans, at this time, if you're one of the teams being honored at halftime, again, if you're one of the teams being honored, go meet under the inflatable GV at the end of the court. So once again, if you're a team being honored, go meet under the inflatable GV at the end of the court. And fans, please join the GVSU International Students Campus Recreation Club Sports in the Patnos International Center on February 22nd for the Winter 2016 Global Games. They'll be playing speed knock, tack ball, choke ball, bubble football, table tennis, volleyball, African dancing, and other...
Just under 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Grand Valley and Northwood tied at 21 in men's basketball action tonight. Big crowd on hand here this evening. Nice to see the stands filled here at Grand Valley. A couple of different promotions going on. International night. International students being honored here on campus, and also an opportunity for future students to take a look at what international study programs are available at Grand Valley. Another purpose for the pre- and post-game gatherings that they're having here. Maurice Jones with it, walking it up the court, keeps throwing it back to Jermaine Myers. I think Mojo's saying, well, when it gets heated, I'll take over, but for now, you do the work. What do we have here? That's going to be a foul, I think, against Schaub of Northwood. Illegal screen. Brad Schaub, 6'5" swingman from Marlette. Grand Valley with a chance to break the tie again. It's Aaron Hayes. Carbajal. Carbajal had some space. I'm surprised he didn't put it on the deck and make a move to go. Zach West is back on. Trevin Alexander hit a 3 a couple moments ago. Hayes thinking about it. Rice-Camp, clock down inside 10. Here's Trevin looking to bounce a little bit. Hayes got a good look for 3, and he sends it home. Aaron Hayes now with 9 in the first half. That's his second triple in the contest. He's chasing Maurice Jones right now. Here's Mojo, head of the key. Oh, what a cross that was. Left the jumper short. I mean, trying to stay in front of Maurice Jones is no small feat. You got Hayes, who's got great quickness. Completely lost him, just created 6 feet of space. Hayes bounces off Jones, airballs it up out of bounds. Played for the foul there, got a little bit of a shove, but when you're being guarded by a 5'7" guy and you tell a ref you got bumped, not real likely he's going to be sympathetic. Kevin Quaker just looked at it and decided otherwise there. Schaub. This is Nick Spitzley. Long triple try is going to be short out of the hands of Jermaine Myers, and Northwood's got to do better than that. Hayes to Carbajal. Carbajal, good bounce to get rid of his man, but just not strong on the delivery, and then Carbajal reaches in and commits a foul. And that's just frustration from Carbajal right there. No reason to be ripping the ball out of a guy's hand after the play's been whistled dead. Carbajal's a little bit upset with himself. He's been down deep a couple of times and has not been able to finish, and he's a great finisher, generally. First foul on Rick. You'd have to say Grand Valley's had the better looks inside. They have not been able to convert. Northwood has played them tough, but Northwood's really not getting anything inside. Their offense has been mostly on the perimeter. Lane Cable's back on now. Boyle goes down to the free throw lane. And this is Schaub. And let's see if somebody can shoot some free throws here tonight. No, apparently not. Crucial miss there, one in the bonus. You just can't afford to miss foul shots with the regularity that these two teams are missing them tonight. Hayes against Jones. Trevin Alexander trying to set up inside against Boyle. That's a behemoth battle. Here's Hayes. Got a step. Alexander. Now Rice-Camp forces it up with the clock running down. Drew Iron, that's out of bounds to Grand Valley. Blasted out by Boyle. 1:30 left in the first half. Justin Greason comes in for Carbajal. I think it's a good move by Rick Wesley. Carbajal still got a little bit of smoke coming out of his ears after that last set two there with Schaub underneath the basket. Here's Rice-Camp trying to body up. Rice-Camp jumps it up and home. Inch for inch, he's one of the most effective inside scorers for a smallish guy that you will see. Outside Spitzley for three. So Grand Valley got two and Northwood answered with a triple. It's a 2-point ball game here as we click down toward the final minute of the first half. 1:05 to go. Hayes, Greason, Rice-Camp. Hayes comes loose again against Jones. Couldn't quite get away. West got open. That's a longish three that Zach West missed. Maurice Jones again on the dribble. Oh, just beautiful. Out for three and Northwood's back on top. Well, you can chase Maurice Jones, but you're not going to stop him. And Northwood doing the right thing, getting guys to the three-point line. When he's got the basketball, he will find you. Northwood up one. Here's Aaron Hayes. West now. Rice-Camp. Greason coming out to set a pick. Rice-Camp trying to keep going. Left hands it up. Not a good shot there by Luke. And Northwood will take a lead to the locker room, barring any unforeseen circumstances. Let's see. Watch the crossover here. Mojo going against West. Get ready. Here it comes. Jumper at the horn. Mojo puts it down. It's 29-26. Second basket of the game for Maurice Jones. And you saw that was not a good matchup for Grand Valley coming down the stretch there. Zach West really had no chance whatsoever to stay in front of the Southern Cal transfer. And Grand Valley, after dominating much of the first half, finds itself in arrears right now. It's 29-26 at the intermission. We'll take a break for a few minutes. We'll return with more basketball still to come here tonight on the Grand Valley Sports Network. Now just moments away from the start of second half action here tonight in Allendale. We are at the Fieldhouse Arena on the campus of Grand Valley State University for the men's basketball contest between Grand Valley and Northwood. The visitors with a little spurt in the final minute to take the halftime lead at 29-26. Nick Spitzley had 8 points to lead Northwood. Grand Valley got 9 from Aaron Hayes in that first half. Neither team really able to shake loose and get after it the way they would like to offensively. Certainly that's true for Grand Valley, which will start the second half with Hayes, West, Carbajal, Ricecamp, and Chaz Rollins. It'll be Boyle, Spitzley, PJ Weaver, Dylan Langcable, and the ubiquitous Maurice Jones out there for the Timberwolves from Midland, Michigan. Grand Valley looking to forge a tie here. Carbajal backing in nicely, goes reverse. Boy, and he still can't find it today. Ricky Carbajal has been down deep about 4 or 5 times and just cannot get a ball down. Just 2 points in the first half for Carbajal. Boy, that's a good curl there and a good delivery by Nick Spitzley for 3, and suddenly it's a 6-point Northwood lead. This is a game Northwood really has to have to keep its conference tournament hopes alive. They're on the outside looking in right now, but they're not out of touch with the leaders. Carbajal, West, Aaron Hayes. Jones comes out to check him. Rollins, he's the guy that doesn't really want to shoot from distance. Anybody else might pull the trigger. Zach West looking inside. Rollins looking to go. He pushed off a little bit, threw up a very weak shot. That was practically an air ball. Rick Wesley didn't like it, said something to the official. Here's Mojo from 17. Maurice Jones with his 3rd bucket of the night. And Grand Valley gets a quick timeout. Not the start Wesley was looking for. 72 seconds produces 5 points for the visitors from Northwood, and they've opened up an 8-point lead, the biggest by far for either side in this contest tonight. Grand Valley just came out sluggishly, had the ball to start the half, and just has not been able to do much with it. So the Lakers get the quick timeout, and Rick Wesley letting them have it right now, telling his team that there needs to be more intensity, more effort, and we'll see if Grand Valley can find that mixture here in the remaining 18:48 of this contest. Grand Valley won the women's game tonight, 71-47. Kayla Dawson at 28. Grand Valley, though, midway through the first half, lost the services of Corinne Hinska, who went down hard with a right leg injury. It looked like her right knee. Did not return. We saw her on crutches afterwards, and it looked a little bit foreboding. We've seen so many ligament injuries in women's basketball the last several years in this Grand Valley program, and just fluky, really. She got bumped from behind while getting a rebound, came down hard, and at 6'2", Corinne Hinska will be missed if she's not able to continue on with her season. Grand Valley's got it back after the timeout. Jones and the Timberwolves come out man-to-man. Grand Valley likes that. What do we have inside? Somebody just ran over Ricky Carbajal. I think it was Boyle. You cannot just run through the lane these days because people are setting picks. In the old days, you wouldn't see people attempting to set a pick in the lane. It would usually take place out on the court, but now the game has changed. It's evolved, so these big guys get their head down. They start running through the lane, and bad things are going to happen. Carbajal looking to go. Leaned inside, and finally it happens for Ricky. 4 points on the night. Grand Valley within 6 now at 34-28. Grand Valley man-to-man here to start. That's a nice move inside by Langcable. Oh, he got bumped. 2-shot foul coming up. Jeff Bauer is trying to get the attention of Luke Ricecamp. I think perhaps he felt that Ricecamp didn't switch off properly. Greason's going to come in. That foul's against Chaz Rollins. It's number 3. And so not much surprise about who Greason will be checking in for. Boy, that is a weak-looking free throw, but it goes in for Dylan Langcable. 3 points on the night. Better that time. First time tonight we've seen a player go to the line and make 2 free throws consecutively. Greason got a couple of scores in the first half. Here's Rieskamp. Greason looking to go against Boyle. Strong move this time by Greason, and he gets the bounce. That's better. Justin Greason with the score. Still a margin, though, of 6 in favor of the visitors. West is on Maurice Jones. That is not what Grand Valley's looking for right here. Hayes is switched off. He is guarding Spitzley right now. Carbajal hit the deck. Rieskamp reached in, got the steal, and then in the open court, the foul against Langcable. Good work by the Lakers there. So Luke Rieskamp will inbound it from half court. Out there with Hayes, West, Carbajal, Greason, Jones, Spitzley, P.J. Weaver, Boyle, and Langcable for Northwood. Bobby Shaw was going to come in. He got called back to the bench, but I think that's just a momentary interruption. West, Hayes. Oh, Mojo got him. A little bit of a bump. I thought Hayes might have gotten away with a bit of a travel there, but he got Maurice Jones to turn his back on him, and then he just kind of ran up his back. Smart play by Hayes. 2 fouls on Maurice Jones. Carbajal looked at Rieskamp, decided against it. Hayes is looking to go. He got doubled. Now he leans inside, defeats that double team nicely, and he's the first player in double figures for Grand Valley with 11. Now we've got a push here on West. This is the part of basketball that's tough for freshmen. The speed with which you have to play at the defensive end of the court. West was just a little lackadaisical there, standing straight up, not able to move laterally. Grand Valley very nearly got a hand on that one with Carbajal hawking against Spitzley. Spitzley is behind Rieskamp. He's got to keep track of him. Luke is aware he's out there. Here's Maurice Jones looking for a pick. Spitzley, Mojo thought about it. That is a weak-looking 3, but a nice follow by Boyle off the miss by Dylan Langcable. Casey Boyle's first goal of the game. 3 points now. Lead still 6. West got to look this time. Backing up, it would have come right back to him. Greason left hand. Very nice for the young man. 2 buckets here in the second half. Grand Valley's margin is 4. Trevin Alexander's up with Kapuska. Maurice Jones looking outside. West better this time against Spitzley. And then all kind of hacking and chopping. Boyle's going to get the call. He'll get the benefit of the call, I should say. Justin Greason commits the foul. West comes out. Carbajal comes out. Kapuska and Alexander. So with Greason and Alexander in there right now, you'd think that the offense is going to have to come from Rieskamp and Hayes most likely. Here's Maurice Jones. Nick Spitzley. Nick Jones is just so calm on the basketball. It's like you just can't do anything to really get him to rattle. It's like it's his ball and everybody else is just using it. Nice lob. Tip won't go. Hard foul. Greason ran up into P.J. Weaver. Nice planned play there by Northwood. And Weaver will get a couple of free throws here. And there's a freshman again losing track of the ball. Player gets in behind him. Greason commits the foul. Weaver now with 5 points in the ball game. Chaz Rollins comes back in with 3 fouls. Weaver can't make it happen the second time. A Luke Reiskamp rebound sends Grand Valley on its way. Here's Hayes looking to go. Great elevation and finish by Aaron Hayes. Aaron Hayes with a great burst there. Crowell picks up the foul. 44 in blue. And it's Aaron Hayes who can get Grand Valley within a bucket. Margin remains 3. Here's Maurice Jones on the hurry against Kapuska. Oh, look at that crossover by Mojo. And they're going to call Kapuska for a hand check. Common foul. It happens in the blink of the eye with Maurice Jones. Kapuska played him pretty well, but got a hand check that was detected. Here's Maurice Jones with the ball now. Grand Valley zones off the inbound play. We haven't seen Jones launch from behind the arc yet, but he might be about ready. Floater. People there for Grand Valley. Chaz Rollins rips it out. Kapuska. Rollins. Line drives it up and home. Chaz Rollins' first bucket of the ball game. Lakers within 1. Jones now between the circles, picked up by Hayes this time. Hayes has done a pretty good job of staying in front. Inside, block, held ball. Northwood will keep it after the block on the attempt by Matt Kroll. And the Lakers trail by 1 as we get to immediate timeout here with 14:31 left in the second half. Grand Valley trailing, it's Northwood 39, the Lakers 38. So Grand Valley falling behind by 8 here early in the second half. Rick Wesley took a great timeout. His team got adjusted, sorted things out a little bit, came back. Carbajal got a score. Aaron Hayes with a slash to the basket. Now the Lakers trail by just 1 after that held ball on the shot attempt. Alexander's out there with Rollins, Hayes, Kapuska, and Reiskamp. Inbounds, it comes to Jermaine Myers, who's out there with Jones. Zach Allred, 21, has it right now on the wing. Kroll's in there. Schaub. That's taken away by Reiskamp. Oh, it's a great play by Reiskamp. He saw the defender had committed and hadn't cut off the sideline, so he just plunged right into him. And it's just an easy block call for the official. Smart play there by Luke, who made a good play defensively. Grand Valley first half field goal shooting 30%, 46% for Northwood. Grand Valley shooting it a little bit better though here in the second half. 6 of 9 so far. Here's Reiskamp jumping inside. Got bumped, I think, from behind by Langcable. No, a couple of people there. Kroll. Reiskamp shoots a couple here, can put the Lakers back into the lead. Bleeder, but it goes for Luke Reiskamp. 6 points now for Luke. Not a lot of scoring to go around. Hayes has done the bulk of it for Grand Valley with 13. Nobody else close to double figures for the Lakers. 12 for Spitzley, who is on the bench right now for Northwood. Two for two for Luke. And the Lakers on top 40-39. The junior from Schoolcraft down in southwest corner of Michigan, delivering for his side. Jones, 10 on the shot clock. Myers, good ball movement. Tough shot attempt from the side. Will not go for Brad Schaub. And here's Ricekamp quickly on the move. Hayes. Kevin Quaker calls Hayes for traveling. I thought Hayes traveled as soon as he got the ball, and they let it go. And then he kind of double clutched on an attempted delivery to the wing and had both his feet going. Just kind of a careless error by Grand Valley with a chance to open up a lead. Zach West set to come back in soon. Here's Maurice Jones on top. Langcable. Jones can shoot from out there, but that's a tough try, and it goes. Wow. Langcable now with 7. 2-point lead for Northwood as they get back on top. Hayes now. Kapuska. Trevin Alexander, that's easy. Assist to Kapuska. Alexander with 5. Here's Jones now. Boy, Hayes did well there because Jones was wide open in the corner. Hayes got a hand on it, sent it into the crowd. Hayes goes out. West is back on. This, I think, is a little bit problematic right now because Hayes is a little bit taller. He's probably the quickest guy Grand Valley has. And let's see if Jones tries to take advantage. West picks him up on this inbounds play, but that's not what Grand Valley is looking for long term, I can tell you that. They want to switch Kapuska over there. Mojo's just going to make it happen here. Jumps it up. West avoided the foul. 2-on-1. Ricekamp with West. Shot is an afterthought, but it goes for Zach West. Don't think he wanted to shoot that one. Missed the opportunity to get it to Ricekamp early. Lakers back on top by a deuce. This is Myers. Brad Schaub, Jones, Langcable with Ricekamp. Boy, it's West against Mojo again. 12-footer will not go. Ricekamp, big rebound. Boy, he plays a lot bigger than his size, Luke Ricekamp. He is very, very tough in traffic. Oh, Trevin Alexander, nice work inside. Sealed on Schaub and got the delivery from Rollins before drawing the foul. Rick Carbajal is going to come back in for the Lakers. He'll be replacing Trevin Alexander if Trevin hits both of these free throws. Bonus situation right now for Grand Valley. Boy, these are points that you just can't let slip away all night long. Grand Valley has not done a good job of shooting the free throws, particularly tonight. Alexander, though, good delivery on that one. Nice and pretty for Trevin Alexander. He gets a rest. Handshakes all around on the sideline for the Lakers. Grand Valley by 4. Grand Valley's just not been able to shake him. Oh, Mojo all the way. Couldn't get the shot down on Zach West, but it comes to Weaver, who finishes and one. Well, that's kind of the way it's gone for Grand Valley tonight. They play beautiful defense. Jones misses a shot. Should have been a breakout. Sloppy ball handling. And now a three-point play attempt for the T-Wolves to get to within 1. 9 for Weaver on that three-point play. 46-45. This has been a taut game. It's gone back and forth, and look out. Here comes Maurice Jones chasing Zach West. He saw that ball on the deck and said, you don't do that in front of me. And West got the message. Kapuska, Carbajal, good catch there on Mojo. Here's Chaz Rollins. Kapuska for three with the clock running down. That's the first attempt tonight for Kapuska. Had a good look at it. Spitzley over Kapuska. Another Luke Reiskamp rebound. Kapuska looking to go. West got his feet set, left it a mile short. And now the game opening up a little bit. Jones here. Tipped away. Zach West, 2-on-1 for Grand Valley. Jones chasing. Zach West goes all the way down and had it just plucked out of the sky by Nick Spitzley going on Kapuska. Kapuska gave ground. Grand Valley with a block. How about that? Rollins. Oh, no. It's just a terrible, terrible foul by Carbajal. You're not going to take it away from Maurice Jones there. Ricky's just letting his temper get the best of him a little bit here. A little frustration. Just a couple of really bad decisions there made in transition by Grand Valley as the Lakers missed a chance to build the lead. So now in the seventh foul of the half, Maurice Jones will shoot one of the bonus. Looks like he's done that before once or twice. That's 8 for Mojo. Northwood goes back on top by a point. Kapuska hurries to the front court. Nice delivery down to Alexander. Boy, Alexander just soft on the delivery, though. He did everything right, got himself in position, walked into the shot. Maurice Jones in some traffic against Kapuska. Jumps it up. Well done, Kapuska. Darren Kapuska defended well there against Jones. Starting to take things into his own hands a little bit. Lakers can go back on top here with 9:45 showing on the game clock. Reiskamp for three, no. Weaver. And here comes Mojo in the open court. Spitzley. Nice curl. Grand Valley's got two bodies there. Carbajal with the rebound. Northwood by one. Grand Valley trailed by 8 in the second half. Kapuska couldn't get it inside Alexander. Mojo looking to go. And then fouled by Kapuska on the way to the basket. I thought Jones was a little bit out of control that time, but Reiskamp just could not get out of the way. We'll take a timeout with 9:08 remaining. Northwood free throws coming when we come back. Lakers trail by 1 to the T-Wolves on the Grand Valley Sports Network.
It's time to play Name That Country. Our contestant this evening is Margaret. Here are the rules for the game. You're going to be given 4 facts about a specific country, and you're going to answer after giving 3 facts. You can already answer, but we'll give you 4, and you have to answer after the 4th. You're going to have 90 seconds to name 4 of the 10 countries. If you do so, you're going to win a Bamboo Express gift card. If you wish to skip one, you may. We have to come back to you with the last 2 facts. All right, Margaret, are you ready? Here are your. This country has the tallest mountain in the country. It's Mount McKinley. This country developed the internet, and GVSU is located in this country. United States, that's correct. All right, second one. This country has a population of 1.357 billion people. It is located in East Asia. Its capital is Beijing. China is correct. All right, 2 for 2. All right, this country is nicknamed the Emerald Isle. This is the only state-free country in the world. Its capital is Dublin. Not Japan. That was the last one. Last one was China. The answer is Ireland. All right, last one. This country is responsible for 80% of the world's hazelnut exports. Santa Claus was born here. This country is home to the Black Sea. This country shares its name with an animal that's eaten on Thanksgiving. Turkey! She got it correct. Congratulations. You won a Bamboo Express gift card. Thank you so much for playing, Margaret.
Maurice Jones at the line to shoot a pair here for his side, which leads right now 47-46 with 9:08 remaining here on Saturday night in Allendale, Michigan on the Grand Valley Sports Network. Tom Cleary with you as Mojo flips one up and misses this one. 2 out of 3 from the stripe now for the senior from Arthur Hill High School in Saginaw. And now Jones on the night with 9. Weaver has 9. Spitzley with 12 to lead the T-Wolves. Hayes got bumped by Mojo, and Mojo's had some foul issues here. I think that's number 3. And just kind of a careless play. Not the kind of guy you're going to worry about too much with 3 fouls, but still a long way to go. And Northwood has not played well when he hasn't been on the court. Hayes now, 1 in the bonus. Senior from Detroit, Aaron Hayes now with 14. I think Rick Wesley would have been satisfied with a standoff between these two. Hayes and Maurice Jones. Jones talking to Kevin Quaker over there. Saying, yeah, you fouled him. Aaron Hayes with 15. I think he's going to get a blow here. No, it's Alexander going out. Chaz Rollins back in. Hayes, Kapuska, Carbajal, West, Rollins. And Hayes is backing up as Maurice Jones brings it into the front court. Uh-oh. Northwood is, now they're going to be able to get there. West ahead to Kapuska. Kapuska got bumped by Spitzley. That all started when Maurice Jones threw a kind of a casual cross-court pass, not looking, and his teammate was making a cut to the basket. That ball nearly went out of bounds, and then the Lakers started on their way. So Kapuska, who has not scored yet tonight, will attempt to become the 9th Laker player to get on the sheet. Can't do it. Boy, a great effort there by Chaz Rollins, but again, free throw shooting so important. Oh, Kapuska almost stepped into that one. Instead, it's a 3 attempt that will not go. Lankable missed the shot, then his teammate Nick Spitzley touched it out of bounds. So again, a flat-footed tie at 48 with 8:31 to go. A little bit of a zone trap here for Northwood, just enough to slow Grand Valley down. Aaron Hayes, Carbajal. West thought about it, about 5 feet beyond the stripe out there. Kapuska, clock running down. Kapuska's going to have to try another 3. Can't find this one either. 2 threes that he's missed tonight, and he also missed a free throw. Here's Maurice Jones against Hayes. Hayes has done well in this matchup. He's outscored Jones, who's a big scorer for this team. Spitzley with Kapuska, a couple number 3s. Now Grand Valley did not pick up, and now Jones, oh, he thought about the 3. Hayes didn't go for it, though. Now Maurice Jones can't find it. Carbajal was strong on that rebound. He wins it to Kapuska. Kapuska was not going to shoot another 3. And going to the basket, he draws the foul, I believe, from Boyle. Reckaway thought that was a foul that occurred before a shot attempt. But Kapuska sold it. He'll shoot 2 now. Rice Camp's up with 7:22 remaining. And Darren Kapuska is on the page, his first point of the night. Grand Valley has used Miles Miller sparingly. McClendon not at all. The Lakers have not gone very deep into their bench here for this one. Kapuska with his first 2 points of the night gives way to Rice Camp now, and the Lakers are back on top by a deuce. Good move off the pick by Spitzley. Can't get the shot, and Trevin Alexander eats up the rebound. Can Grand Valley get a 2 or a 3 here and get a little bit of breathing space? They haven't had it much tonight. Rice Camp, better offensive team out there right now for the Lakers. Inside, Rollins. hooked it up and in with his left hand. So Chaz Rollins with his second bucket, 4 points, and it's a 4-point lead. 6:43 left in the contest. Grand Valley up 52-48. This is Schaub. Lang Cable. Schaub thought about it, cut off by Rollins. Grand Valley defending well. Yep, Rollins bought a fake there. Boyle blocked, taken away by Hayes. And this is a foot race, and look out. Oh, Hayes tried to dunk it. Ricecamp got the rebound. Boyle fouled him. I don't think it was necessarily a bad idea to try for the hard finish. Hayes is a great jumper. For him to dunk is no problem at all. And I think really for a smaller guy, if you can dunk, why not do it? Eliminates the chance at a block shot. If he had gotten clear, you would have seen something special because Hayes can really fly. Ricecamp with the free throw. Luke now with 8. Second leading scorer for the Lakers. And again, a missed opportunity. Run down by Rollins. Great work by Chaz Rollins. Lakers up 5 with the rock as we approach 6 minutes left in the contest. Alexander. Zach West. Hayes now. 12 on the shot clock. Hayes is going to have to go here. Instead it comes to Trevin Alexander. A little turnaround. Trevin with 9. Lakers lead by 7. Reckaway might be thinking about a timeout here to get Jones back into the contest. Boyle trying to go on Alexander. Jumped it up short. Look at that rebound by Luke Ricecamp. Only about 6'2" is Luke, and he is hard-nosed. Maurice Jones is going to come back in, but it might be a little late. Oh, West thought about a long one. Pulled it back just in time. Here's Hayes. West might go here. Ricecamp. Ricecamp floats. Grand Valley's got people there. No. Ricecamp chases it down. And Grand Valley gets another possession. Grand Valley just wanted it more there. We're inside 5 minutes to go in the contest. 7-point Laker lead suddenly. Oh, good play made that time by Jermaine Myers. Hayes tried to look him off on the pass. Myers didn't buy it, and that's Lang Cable with a 3. So just when you think Grand Valley's on the verge of breaking away a little bit, Lang Cable hits a bucket that gives him 10, 55-51. Boy, Rollins got mauled by Boyle in the lane. Referees let it go. Hayes, Ricecamp, West. Shot clock now at 10. Rollins sets up inside, looking to go. Got to go hard to the basket there, Chaz. Got it back, though. Boy, he's done that a few times here in the second half. Fresh 30 for the Lakers. Carvajal's waiting to get back on. We're down inside 4 minutes now in a 4-point ball game. Alexander got tripled. Rollins, not a great catch, but he did get there. Ricecamp. Chaz Rollins goes high for 3. This is going to be Grand Valley basketball. Boy, that's just great work. Dennis Rodman-like for Chaz Rollins. Tips it out of bounds. We get a timeout with 3:46 remaining. It's Grand Valley 55, Northwood 51.
So he's going to win a free t-shirt. Courtesy of Hillcrest Townhomes. All right, Isaiah, are you ready? Your 30 seconds begins now. He tries the sliding method, which is a good method. That's 1 for 1. All right, it's a timed event, Isaiah. There you go. 2 for 2. Isaiah's getting cocky. Time's running out, though, bud. He throws it. Oh, just a bit long. Yeah, one time for one more. Oh, not that much time. All right, Isaiah, we'll give it to you. You got the win. Congratulations. Hillcrest Townhomes now leasing for the 2016-17 school year. Stop by their offices today for more information.
3:46 left in this contest. Grand Valley trying to make it 8 victories and 12 tries in the Great Lakes Conference this year. 13-4 overall are the Lakers. Trying to keep their position in the North Division as we start to come down the stretch a little bit in the GLIAC regular season. Teams starting to think a little bit now about the postseason tournament and ultimately the NCAA. Luke Reiskamp to trigger. Alexander, Hayes, Carbajal, Reiskamp, West. And West has got it right now. The freshman. Jones is out there with Myers, Weaver, Kroll, West for 3, yeah. Freshman steps up big there, it's 8 for him. And suddenly the lead is now 7. Jones and company are going to have to make something happen in a hurry now. Jones looking to go on Hayes. Nothing happening there. Jones trying to cross him again, flies it for 3. Didn't get his best look, did Mojo that time. Oh, Reiskamp thought about it. Grand Valley wants to run clock here. 20 on the shot clock, plenty of time. And Rick Wesley thought somebody called for a timeout. I think Ryan West, well, I'm not sure what happened there. I thought Zach West maybe had poked in the eye or something. They were looking at him. But Rick Wesley, I think, realizing that he could use one here. 2:54 to go. Grand Valley up by 7 on the Timberwolves. Grand Valley won the women's game 71-47. 28 for Kayla Dawson to lead the way. They've been doing some interesting things here tonight. One of the teams that they honored was Grand Valley's outstanding team from 10 years ago in basketball that qualified for the NCAA tournament. Callista Suzuku led the way, Jason Jamerson, LJ Kilgore, that group. Dan Redder, Mike Hall, Kyle Carhart here tonight. Tom Fellows, Pete Trammell from Jennison, Brian Arnold, Courtney James, Bobby Turnin, just some of the players that were on hand for the 10-year anniversary of the Lakers League title back then. And also Grand Valley honored 5 teams from the fall that all qualified for NCAA postseason action. It was volleyball, football, which finished as the top 4 in the nation, making it to the national semifinals. Both cross-country teams, and of course, the Division II national champion soccer team, which carried its hardware in here tonight. 5 national championships in the last 7 years. After all that, Kevin Koiker's got a foul against Weaver, I believe. It will be Aaron Hayes shooting 1 in the bonus with 2:43 left to go here in tonight's contest. Well, super bonus situation here, luckily for Grand Valley. Alexander, who's been pretty good at the free throw line, missed. Chaz Rollins is going to come in for Trev if he makes this one, and he does. Chaz Rollins is in. It's actually Carbajal who goes out and not Trevin Alexander. Aaron Hayes was not going to let Maurice Jones let the ball roll into half court. Jones looking to go down the lane, spins. Boy, he didn't see much contact there. Jones just kind of heaved himself at a Grand Valley player. Alexander was the closest one. I think he was just trying to get out of the way. Jones came flying down the lane. Might see Grand Valley zone the next time down. Oh, Mojo's missed another one. Pretty surprising for this young guy. Such a prolific scorer in high school. You get to the college game, everybody's bigger, and there's a lot more zoning, and he's missed 2 critical free throws here. Jones has missed 3 of his last 4. Down inside, 2.5 to go. Grand Valley up 8. Northwood's got to come out and chase now. Not much doubt about it. Might see Kapuska back in here soon for Grand Valley. Get a ball handler out there. Here's Alexander looking to go. West, wide right on that triple try. Trevin Alexander fought it back out. Nicely done. Hayes has got it as we get down to the 2-minute mark. The Lakers, 120 seconds away from their 14th victory. Jones chasing on Hayes. He's closed the gap. Hayes has got to do something. They're getting a jump ball call. So Hayes is going to go all the way down and score on Maurice Jones. Aaron Hayes with 17 to lead both teams in scoring. 10-point lead. It's 3-point shooting time. That's not going to go from inside the arc. And now the Lakers about to put the finishing touches on this one. Hayes to the front court. Jones chasing him. Boy, Hayes took it in the chin. Grand Valley got the ball back, though, and we go down to the final 90 seconds. I think Northwood needs a little more sense of urgency here if they want to do anything. Or are they just going to take a nice, comfortable defeat? Hayes got bumped there. It's Langcable who fouled Aaron with 1:16 left in the contest. And it looks like, after struggling much of the night to find its offensive rhythm, Grand Valley is going to squeeze out another victory on its home court tonight. Taking over here in the second half after trailing at the intermission by 3. The Lakers now up 11 after that free throw by Aaron Hayes, which gives him 18 on the night. Timeout taken by Reckaway with 1:16 remaining. He's going to get Myers into the game. I don't know who's coming out of there. I think it might be one of the frontline players, Matt Kroll. Aaron Hayes has gotten it done here for the Lakers, leading the way. Alexander has had a strong effort off the bench with 10. Zach West with 8, and also with 8, Luke Reiskamp. 2 players in double figures. Actually, the scoring has been fairly balanced for the visitors. Spitzley has 11. Langcable 10. Jones with 9. And P.J. Weaver also with 9. But Northwood, I guess their strategy all night was just keep it close at the end and we'll see if we can steal it. But as we got closer to the end, it started slipping away and they just couldn't get any finishes at the offensive end. Northwood with only 22 points here in the second half. Grand Valley, meanwhile, has scored 36 points and make it now 37. Aaron Hayes with 19. Alexander out. Rollins in. Actually, Carbajal in with Rollins and Reiskamp. West and Hayes. Grand Valley does not want to foul here. Jones goes all the way down, drives and scores, and they get a timeout. You know he's coming right at you. He's 5'7", and he does it anyway. Jones gets to double figures with 11, still well below his season average. And we're down to the final 69 seconds in this one. And it stands as a 10-point ball game. So Northwood's going to try for a quick steal here. Fouling might not be a bad idea. Grand Valley hasn't exactly distinguished itself at the line tonight. 7 of 11 now after those last 2 makes by Aaron Hayes. Grand Valley's committed 9 fouls, so essentially both teams are in the double bonus right now. I don't think Grand Valley is going to be keen to commit any kind of fouls. Northwood doesn't really have much choice. Reiskamp has got the length of the baseline, is pointed out by Kevin Koiker. Weaver's going to be on him. Grand Valley tries to create some space. They can't hardly do it. Finally, Hayes gets it, and he's fouled by Weaver with just 1 second running off the clock there. 2 shots here for Hayes, and this is where the double bonus really kills you. In the old days, this would be 1 and 1, and if you got to miss, you might be able to climb back in, but it's not likely a good player like Aaron Hayes is going to miss a couple here in this situation. And Aaron now with 20 points on the night. He does miss the seconds. Chaz Rollins can't get back in. Here comes Jones, jacking it for 3. Can't find it. Alexander a rebound, fouled immediately by Langcable. So it will be hack and slash here for Northwood for the final minute. Haven't seen this work too many times when you're down by 11 on the road in the final minute. Chaz Rollins will get back in. Some of the crowd from the other side finally starting to file out. They've stuck around here. It's been a good house tonight for the Lakers. And Trevin Alexander's had a nice ball game into double figures. And a guy with a surprisingly soft touch. He's made some free throws tonight, is Trev. And he's got 2 here. So a dozen for Trevin Alexander. 13-point game. Here comes Maurice Jones, going to hand it off. That's a long-range triple try that's not going to find anything. Rice-Camp collects, and now I think Jeff Reckaway has said no mas. Grand Valley will have to put it up on the rim here eventually, but Northwood's not going to foul now. It's a cold night. Folks just want to go home. Here's Hayes. Guarded by Jones. Hayes looking to lean inside, no. Ball's tipped out of bounds. Grand Valley's going to get it back with 5 on the shot clock. So Grand Valley will go to 14-4 on the season. 10 up, 8 down overall, and 6-6 in the GLIAC for Northwood. Grand Valley is going to go 8-4 in league play. That ball touched the rim. Nice job done by Hayes to avoid a shot clock violation, but it's not going to matter. Triple try, way short. That's from Myers. And that will just about wrap it up. Grand Valley's got to cross the timeline, and both coaches start to walk toward one another. The final seconds tick away, and Grand Valley's got the victory in game 2 here. Our final score tonight in the men's game, 66-53. It's Aaron Hayes with 20, Trevin Alexander with 12, Nick Spitzley had 12, Maurice Jones 11, Dylan Langcable with 10 for the visitors. Grand Valley makes it a sweep after winning the women's game earlier tonight behind Kayla Dawson's 28, 71-47. So that'll wrap it up for our web broadcast of Grand Valley basketball this Saturday night. I want to thank you for being with us. For Nate Hoekstra, our producer tonight, and for Tony Packer, who handled the video duties, I'm Tom Cleary. Thanks for being with us. Grand Valley wins the women's game 71-47 and then completes the doubleheader sweep in the nightcap, winning by the score of 66-53. Thanks and good night from Allendale, Michigan.
Saturday, January 30th at 3 p.m. against Hinsdale. It's another doubleheader. It's Keats Free Day. All teams under 12 are going to get free admission, so come help us rock the house. Another Laker victory, 66-53. Drive home safe and anchor up.